how Chris and I got together. So this is an interesting story. I'll let Chris tell his version, and then we'll see if mine's any different.
So, yes, I had a friend that had invited me probably no less than 5 or 6 times to a networking event in Buckhead, Georgia, Buckhead, in Atlanta, and it's called Spire, and it's a event that's hosted once a month by Bill. It's his event, and so I went and I saw Bill speak, and when Bill spoke, he just spoke from the heart, and it was so like he connected with everybody in the room, and I saw this. And he always has a speaker that speaks after him, and I sometimes feel sorry for the speaker because Bill puts on such a performance and brings it every single time. I thought to myself, I really need to get to know this guy. I mean, he's a phenomenal speaker, and a great connector of people. And just when he speaks from the heart, and he connects with people on a whole nother level. So we began, just going to lunch and talking about him doing some consulting work. And at, I guess, some point, I looked at Bill and said, "Hey, how would you like to be a more permanent part of this? Why don't we join forces and have you come on as a partner, and let's take this thing to the next level?" And so I feel very fortunate to have Bill and his phenomenal talents and skills on board with our team, and we're already making strides and making the moves, and it's super exciting on where we're headed.
Oh, that's awesome. Chris, seriously, the respect and admiration is 100% mutual. Yes, it was cool that we got to meet at a networking event right here in the heart of Buckhead. And it was my first introduction or exposure to Chris and what he was about. And as a networking event will typically go, you get to hear about an individual and what they do and why they do it. And there was an immediate connection as far as the way we spoke, the way we carried ourselves. The backstory of what maybe Chris doesn't know is my expectation to suppress my excitement in order to not seem too greedy or needy, or to not maybe lessen or weaken my value proposition to negotiations, which anybody who's ever gone into business with anybody knows that it's kind of a back and forth. But I was immediately excited, and the fact of the matter is, as a career marketer, I failed at many times, and I failed at my own agency. I made the decision in late 2019 to leave an opportunity and shoot my shot. And so I was fully intent on opening an agency Q1 of 2020, and I did. It was called Courtship Media, and we launched in January of 2020. I had a team of 4, and if you remember, January of 2020 was quickly followed by these rumblings out west of this virus, and we weren't really sure what was going on. And as I told you, my target, my unique sphere of influence is in the hospitality business. I came up through restaurants. I wanted to serve local restaurateurs. I wanted to bring restaurateurs into digital marketing. Anybody who's ever done digital marketing knows that restaurateurs are a tough market to crack. I believed that restaurateurs needed to focus on the relationship. They needed to gather data. They needed to build rewards programs. They needed to be able to engage with their audiences on a more consistent basis. And that all started with data gathering. So I had come up with this brilliant idea to gather customer information and to be able to communicate and engage with customers on a regular basis. And that Courtship Media company was quickly thwarted in Q2 by what we now know as the coronavirus. And so I had, after about 9 months, and my wife looking at me like, "Hey, are we ever going to make money again?" Because as you know, when you go through a startup, you're spending more than you're earning. And with all the resistance that we were facing, and my commitment to not quit or not give up, because I've read and heard all the books you can hear about, it's the last person standing that is the victor. It was just the universe saying, "Hey, I'm not saying no, but I'm certainly advising you that perhaps not right now." So I had this burning desire to exercise my opinions and my view of marketing and what that would be like. And so when Chris gave me the opportunity to work with him, I jumped at it. And when I found out just how synonymous our energy levels were, and our views of the world, and our commitment to the client and customer, and the love and appreciation we had for small business, and the love and appreciation we have for team members and staff and culture. It was really just a matter of crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and then we were going to have an opportunity to really do some amazing work together. So I am as appreciative of Chris and as excited and full of gratitude as I can be at this opportunity. And my commitment to him and to everyone is that 100% of myself will go into everything that we do. And that means developing outstanding team members and developing outstanding value, and not only being 100% certain and credible, but being 100% congruent. So know what we're doing, but deliver as promised, and deliver better and more efficiently than anyone else ever has in the space. And that's what it's all about. And when Chris and I got together, it was a rejuvenation and an affirmation that in this case, two are way better than one. And he was a person that gave me the opportunity to not only have equity in an agency, but really jump into an agency that was already profitable, that had already served hundreds of customers, and that was already hitting the ground and doing a great job, and had already survived COVID in an environment where I could not by myself. So it was truly win-win. And all relationships, partnerships, and ventures that are, in my opinion, are the ones that make it. So total gratitude for you, Chris. Thank you so much.
So blessed to have you as a partner, Bill.
It's a thrill. It's a thrill, and you're going to hear a lot more about it